Sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, a famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
So done now, following the score. Back out to send this away. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Throwing Jones. They'll roll him out right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Jones sliding out of the pocket. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now inside the 25. Saquon Barkley, touchdown! Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
He's going to wind up and air it out. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown. Trey Palmer, 75 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
Here's Dunn now. Following the made field goal, he'll kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown On their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On second down, here's Barkley. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. You talk about this Falcon defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Looking to throw. Weaver. And this one complete. It's Fehoko. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Falcons! Simi Fehoko with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Done good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Here's Dunn now as he'll run up and send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And that is going to be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. We'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Here we go, here we go.
Off the play fake. Weaver. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one where if you get your hands on it, you should expect to make the play. That could have gone for big yardage, but he just couldn't get it to stick to those big mitts.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Weaver. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
Operating from the gun. Weaver. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They'll send Kirk in motion right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Quick, yellow.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. It was DJ Jones who was there for the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Weaver. And this is going to be intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They went backwards for the safety last time they had it. Fortunately, they get the ball back on the turnover. And now we'll begin with a 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that is incomplete.
An attempt at a deep ball, though. They didn't get him. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. You know, they moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Off the play fake. Weaver. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off by Andre Sisco. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now Jones. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Off play action. Weaver. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Cleveland Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Traditionally, as a defense, your number 1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And here's Daniel Whelan on now to punt. Jalen Waddle deep to return it. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And taken right at the 35. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Here's 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones dancing to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Help me out a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready?
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
52.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Thornton. Down the left sideline, and he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 52 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Frank Reich going to tell the offense to go for 2. Jones throwing for it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Here we go, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before break. Weaver. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. It's Deonte Banks with it, and the Falcons will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. But that one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
61 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and a yard. They run it again with Kamara. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. On
1st and 10, Weaver. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Panthers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Waddle, the motion man, right. Now Jones throwing on first down. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
On 2nd and 10, Jones flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's the Panthers punter now. He's been terrific so far. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Here's 2nd and 7. Coming left is Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 84 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Slot man moves right. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Hey, red. White, white.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And now they'll shift things around. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Weaver. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4.
Ready?
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
On the double.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. Off the play fake. Weaver. He'll buy some time right. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They're 2 for 2 on third down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on third down. Off play action. Weaver. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Cleveland Farrell able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Jones on first down. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 52 yards. And the Panthers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. So that shaves 2 more off the deficit as they now trail by 5. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Jesus, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Come on, 38.
Back to throw. Weaver. Slant route going to be caught by Palmer. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Weaver. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown Falcons. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Justin Simmons. He's on his way. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. So a fourth-quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Done good with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones, another shot here after the pick-6. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Jones now on 1st and 10. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a 4th pick of the ball game.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. Pushes him over. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long, because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Jones. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Jones. His throw incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. Eluding the... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. He'll let this go deep for Waddle. And this one is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Greg Newsome up to make the stop. From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Ultra. Go ultra. Bradford. Stick. Ready.
Operating from the gun. Weaver. He's going to air one out. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
The Falcons send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one all the way back. So definitely good for the individual stats. Maybe not for our storyline, but he's in for the late score. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Touchdown! Trey Palmer with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
So done now following the score. Back out to send this away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. Flush to his right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee, because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And got his man complete. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Panthers. Jalen Waddle, 96 yards. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. The Panther offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Here's Jones. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Andre Sisco. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Jones. He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. Now he's loose again, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now Jones. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And it's incomplete. And now we're down to 10 seconds. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw. Weaver. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing.